Okay, let's make sure audio is working. Okay, let's make sure audio is working. All right, audio is working and we're good to go. What's going on, guys? It's your boy Malin. Welcome to the next live stream of the College Bowl 25 Texas Tech Dynasty. We're in the 2031 season. We are in week 5, and we have started off the season undefeated, going 3-0 in conference play. I'll give you guys a little bit of a look at how we did. We defeated our FCS opponent for the season 52-0. We actually did not surrender a single point in the first 2 games of the season, which was very impressive. We had a bit of an ugly win against Washington. Then we went on the road, and we actually had a come-from-behind victory against Arkansas. We just had our bye week, and now we're going to start Big 12 play against Arizona, and then we've got Baylor, West Virginia, and Houston on deck. Some of these I might simulate just to see if we can maintain that success. Against number 23, Arizona, I may simulate this game, but I'm not 100% sure yet. I'll give you guys a look at the current top 25 polls. We may be undefeated, but we have not cracked the top 25 yet. As you can see, we are nowhere near in the top 25. We may be just on the outside looking in. If we defeat Arizona, we might be able to get in the top 25. But, yeah, so as far as Big 12 teams that are ranked in the top 25 as of week 5, we got Arizona at 23rd. We have also got Kansas State at number 9. And that is actually all of the Big 12 teams who are ranked. There were actually a few of them to start out the year, but right now only 2 current teams in the Big 12 are ranked. Let's take a look at the conference standings. Conference play is still kind of starting up for everybody. We have not played a conference game yet. The only teams that have played a conference game are Cincinnati, Houston, and also Colorado and TCU. We are currently at 3-0, kind of in the middle of the pack. As far as Big 12 teams who are undefeated, Cincinnati is 3-0. Kansas State's 3-0. So is Oklahoma State. UCF is also undefeated. So those are the only teams that are undefeated in the Big 12 conference, basically after non-conference play, even though some teams have already played their first conference opponent. So I'm actually going to take a risk, simulate this game against Arizona State, see if we get a win. They're 1-2. They are ranked, though, so first tough match of the season. But we got another 5-star quarterback to commit, Jeremy Addison from Cedar Hill, Texas. And we got a 5-star receiver who also committed, Carlos Marciano from Katy, Texas. So we had 2 5-star commits this week, a quarterback and a wide receiver. We had a 5-star quarterback commit in the last episode, and we actually beat Arizona State. Wow. So I want to see what the final score of that game was. So we defeated Arizona. So it was another kind of ugly win. We went 14-7, and because we beat Arizona, they are no longer ranked. So I guess maybe we'll be ranked. But we are having another bye week, so I'm going to go ahead and do the recruiting for this week and then simulate through that. But as far as 5-star commits, look at this, guys. We have 2 5-star quarterback commits, Walsh and Addison. We have a 4-star commit, and we have a 5-star commit in Marciano and a 4-star wide receiver. So finally, like I said at the in one of the first videos that I did for this season, this may be the last one because NCAA football, EA Sports College Bowl 26 is going to drop in 11 days fully. Now, early access, is going to be July 7th, but I'm not doing early access this year like I did last year. Last year I did that, but the only reason I did it is because it was the first edition of this game coming back, and I was super duper pumped for it. But I'm actually going to get it when everybody else does and just ride with that. So it looks like we did get locked out but Glennon committed to TCU, so we lost out on him. And nobody else has locked us out yet. So let me go ahead and see who is ready for let me actually add some more prospects to the board really quick. I think we're pretty good as far as quarterbacks. We do have one other guy on our board. I think he's a 4-star, but if we don't land him, it's not the end of the world. I might not go all in on him and just kind of let things ride there. We also got a 4-star right tackle committed as well. Gilliam hopefully will be a guy that commits pretty soon. Defensive ends, let's go ahead and get a couple of these guys. Wallahan and you, let's go ahead and add them to the board. Let's see who's ready for a visit. So we have Coffee, a left outside linebacker. He is ready for a visit. Let's go ahead and get him here against Cincinnati. I'll go with... I have to go with like playing time for him. Let's go with conference prestige. Let's see. What other guys are ready for a visit? Mainz, this 4-star corner, he is ready for a visit as well. But we actually don't have any room for any more visits. So it's a little bit unfortunate there. But then again, there could be some more room made based on people that we lose out on as far as the recruiting battles. This other running back, 4-star Jameson, we're 4th on his list. Let's see. Let me actually go to not fully scouted because we've added some guys to the board. So let's go ahead and scout these guys. Okay, so not fully scouted, needs scholarship. Let's see. Do we have any, like, where are we on some of these guys' lists? Are we even in, like, top 4 or something? Well, we actually only have 10 more scholarships that we can dole out. So I'm going to go ahead and give one to this right outside linebacker. Let's see. Let's go position by position here. Running back, this Jameson kid. He's ready for a visit, but unfortunately we don't have this fullback. Hemphill, we just kind of added him. Tana, this guy. Can't do anything else with him. Yeah. Vaquero. Those guys will probably both commit. We got 2 tight ends already committed. Offensive tackle. What about Gilliam? Where is he at? Okay, well, hopefully he's close. We actually haven't done really too much with him in terms of recruiting, so. All right, Gilliam. 5-star center, Nicholson. Let's go ahead and go crazy on this one. Send the house. Send as much as we can. We're 2nd behind Penn State on his list. This guy's from Maryland, Waldorf, Maryland. I'm surprised he really wants to go to Tech, or that we're even. We don't have a defensive end committed yet. Let's go ahead and go in on this Woolahan guy, mostly because we're going to need some extra help there. We've already scouted him. You also looks pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and offer scholarship to these guys as well, just so we can try to land at least one of them. Even if they're 4 stars, still, that's better than not having a defensive end. One of the things I really try to do better at recruiting is like getting a player at just about every position. East is a 5-star. Well, Coffee's a 5-star too. We're 3rd for East, and we're 2nd for Coffee. So I'm going to go ahead and do some investing in him. We'll do the same thing with East, mainly because I don't want to risk losing out on him. Okay. We may lose out on some of these guys at some of these positions, but we'll see. All right, so we got a bye week this week. We're not playing, but they may rank us based on the fact that we're undefeated at 4-0, and we're probably one of the few undefeated teams in the Big 12 play. We did get locked out by Jameson, who was that other running back that we were looking at. As far as everybody else, we're in the top for all of them. So the only one that's locked us out is Jameson, the running back. And we are now 23rd in the country, getting ready to take on the 3-1 Baylor Bears in Waco. So let's go ahead and take a look at our recruiting board here. So Jameson, I think, locked us out. That guy's got a deal breaker, but he hasn't locked us out. So, yeah, we lost out on Jameson, but we did have that linebacker, that running back, Osifa. But I want to add a defensive tackle to the board. I noticed that we haven't put one on the board yet, and I think we should go ahead and do that. Well, we've only got a couple of guys that are 2 stars. This guy, Moffitt, let's go ahead and add him to the board, mostly because we don't have any defensive tackles on our recruiting board. So let's go ahead and scout him. And I'm also going to go ahead and offer him a scholarship as well. Moffitt, we're going to offer you a scholarship, sir. And I think I offered another guy a scholarship that I didn't really technically mean to do, but okay. All right, let's see. What else can we do here? Phil. Let's just do some extra recruiting on him. Not going to offer him a scholarship, but I am going to do some homework on him. Probably going to lose out on him, but still. Can't do anything with the receivers. I would like to maybe add another tackle or guard to the board. We're first for Alcantara and Alvaro. Nicholson, we have jumped to number 1. So this guy who is a center, but he's listed as an athlete, but his best position, I guess, would be center. Okay, so Willihan, who we started to go in on, has put us number 1 on his list. SMU and Texas are not that far off. U is the same way. So we've got our defensive ends kind of in a way taken care of. So let's go ahead and take a look at Moffitt here. Let's start to go in on him and start to do some of our points on this guy. Outside linebacker. Coffee, we've slipped to 2nd place. What about East? We're 3rd on his list now. Okay, well, for East, I definitely want to keep going in on him as far as, well, we actually can. We're out of points. So we're done with recruiting that we can do for this week. We're getting ready to play Baylor. We're 3-1, undefeated, 4-0. I'm going to take another risk and simulate this game. This could be our first loss. It's a tough game going on the road against Baylor. It's a rivalry game. Hopefully we pull it out on the road. We got a commit from Gilliam. Okay, so we got our right guard, our first right guard committed to the class, another offensive lineman, which is great. But we did get locked out by Mama, that linebacker, and that strong safety. So we have gotten locked out by some guys. And we did lose our first game of the season to Baylor. How much of a bad loss was it? We lost to Baylor only by 5 points. So it wasn't that bad of a loss, but we are unfortunately out of the top 25. But we play West Virginia, who's 3-2. I may just simulate this game as well. All right, so let's see who's kind of locked us out. I do think we got locked out by somebody. I can't remember. Oh, it was that linebacker, wasn't it? Yeah, Mamba committed to Oklahoma, so he's out. So let's go ahead and add a middle linebacker to our board once again because we lost out on the guy that we had on the board. Let's go ahead and put Bryant on our board. Let's take a look at him. I'm going to go ahead and offer him a scholarship. Let's go spend the points on him. Scouting. Let's scout him. Only got 5 points to spend now. Corners. Wilcox is the only one that has us like number 1 definitively on his list. We're going to go ahead and just check his social media. He probably will commit to us without us having to do much homework per se on him. He's only a 2-star, so that may be the lone quarterback commit that we get in the next couple of weeks as far as corner. We've taken care of some of the skill positions in terms of recruits and commits. Some on the offensive line too, but need to get some defensive commits in here to kind of fill out the rest of this class, get the players that we need. So we're going on the road once again to Morgantown after we had a tough loss on the road to Baylor. Hopefully we don't drop back-to-back. But let's see. Hemphill, the 2-star fullback committed, so that's good. But unfortunately, we got locked out by some guys. We got locked out by that top corner, and that right outside linebacker looks like he committed. So he committed to Baylor, and Sendejo committed to Texas. So we lost out on those guys. And we dropped our second game in a row. So we dropped our second game in a row to West Virginia. And that was a 1-point loss. So the losses, there are only 2 losses of the season so far. They've been close. But, yeah, and Houston is 6-1, and they're 18th in the country. And I think this might be a game that I just have to play. Yeah, I might just have to play that game. All right, let's get back to recruiting here. Got to remove the guys that have committed elsewhere. Mance committed to Baylor. Lost out on this guy to Texas. And we lost out on this guy to Texas as well. No lockouts, though, so that's good. Okay, so what positions do we not have, like, anybody on our board at? No, we have an athlete's got a punter. We do have a kicker. Both those guys have us number 1, so we'll probably land them. Yeah, Cisco. Let's see. Let's offer him a scholarship. A little bit late to the party, yes, but... Yeah, I better add another strong safety to the board because we're probably going to lose out on him. So let's add another one to the board. Let's put Dearth on the board. I think that's how you pronounce his name. Oh, we got a gem. All right, cool. Can't do anything else, though, so that's what it is. We'll add more prospects probably to the board in the second phase, in the recruiting. Actually, in recruiting next week, so... Yeah, let me take a look at our schedule once again. Do we have any opponents that are ranked higher than Houston? Well, BYU and TCU as of now. All right, I'm going to take another risk and simulate the Houston game. Hopefully this isn't our third loss in a row. But it may be. Nicholson, the 5-star center, has committed, and the 4-star receiver, Eric Vaquero, he has committed as well. Lost out on some guys, but... it's okay. And we won to beat Houston, and we are ranked once again. How good did we beat Houston? We defeated Houston at home by 20 points, so we bounced back in a major way. Knocked them down to 24. We are now back in the top 25 at 23. BYU actually is unranked now. They are 5-3. And as far as the rest of our schedule, everybody has a winning record. Colorado got ranked this week. TCU jumped up in the polls, it looks like, a little bit. So our back half of the schedule is actually a little bit tough. We don't have cupcakes, so it's going to be a tough end to the season, potentially, in terms of how tough our schedule is. Our closing schedule is. So Quintana, I think we're probably still going to land. He's the 4-star. He's a 4-star receiver. Getting Nicholson was huge. I would be okay with getting... If we don't get either of these guys, I may just pump the brakes on them a little bit. As far as maybe you... Not... Yeah. What about that defensive tackle, Moffitt? Okay, we are number 1 on his list. Can I... I only got 15 more points in this one. We can now schedule a visit with him. Let's go athletic facilities with him. Okay, who else is ready for a visit? Because I think we've lost out on some guys that we might have some open spots available. Okay, well, East, he's out of there, so we lost out on him. The punter Loafer is ready for a visit, but I want to focus on these guys instead. We don't have any more. Let's see. Let's go to... I'm going to go to, actually, Conference Prestige with him. Okay, he is ready for a visit, but we don't have any more spots. So these guys, we can't get them in here for a visit. But I think the kicker and the punter we can land without doing a visit. Cisco, we jumped to number 2 on his list because we offered him a scholarship. What about the Dearth guy? Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and offer a scholarship to this guy because I want to get at least him, start the recruiting process on him. What about free safeties? Oh, we lost out on 2 guys. Both are going to Big 12 teams. Okay, so let's get some free safeties back in here. I'm going to get 2 of them because we actually got a few spots. Ooh, oh my gosh, Trent Jones. I actually know a guy named Trent Jones from high school. All right, let's get these 2 guys on the board. Corners, I'm going to go ahead and put this other guy, Caesar, on the board. The middle linebacker we've targeted is that one, Bryant. But what about outside backers? We've got these 2 guys, only 2 stars. This defensive tackle, Folk. Let's put him on the board. Maybe another defensive end. I know this guy's only a 2-star, but let's go ahead and add him. Probably won't take too much to land these guys. Okay, not fully scouted. Let's go ahead and scout the guys that we just added to our board. Folk. Shigera. Okay. Let's go position by position again and see where we are. We have not landed a corner yet for this class. Where are we with all these guys? Well, Wilcox has still stayed at number 1 for us, so we're probably going to land him for sure. These other guys are 2 stars as well. If we land Wilcox, we don't land anybody else. Not going to get overly concerned about that. What about Bryant? Can we do some more on him? No, we can't. Okay. Well, that's really offering him much, so we can probably land him. It's a 3-star. Coffee, he's gone. That kind of hurts. Let's go to left outside linebackers, actually. Maybe see if there's a left. Maybe see if there's a left outside linebacker we can get. And this guy. Let's do Silverman. Oh, we don't have enough points. I'm going to go ahead and offer him a scholarship. All right. So that's all the recruiting we can do for this week. Okay. How many more games do we have left? Then we got BYU this week. How many more do we have left? We got Cincinnati 1. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 games left. We got a tough closing schedule too. Everybody's got a winning record, even though 4-3 is not significantly better, but it is better in terms. But it is, a tough opponent. I'm gonna take another risk with this BYU game. And Darren Steed, the kicker, has committed. Also, we got Woollyhand, the 4-star right end. He's committed. We got the defensive tackle Moffitt to commit. Did lose out on Manu, the center. He has committed to UTSA, but we did land that 5-star center, so I'm not going to get too upset about that. And we got Big 12 Defensive Player of the Week honors goes to Dante Whitehead. 7 tackles, 3 for loss. He was Big 12 Defensive Player of the Week. So congratulations to him. And we won again. And we are now 6-2. We defeated BYU 35-29. It was a close game on the road. Tough outing. And Cincinnati is unranked, but they're 7-2. That's going to be a tough game. Then we got Colorado, UCF. Although UCF is 500 at 4-4, they could be 4-5 by the time we actually play those guys. So yeah, already we're set up to have a better end to the season, and even during the simulation, we're winning more games. So this team is better than what we put on the field last year with that 6-6 squad. So I'm happy about that. So Alcantara, he has committed to UTSA. We lost out on that guy. And that's the only guy that we've lost out on. So let me go to see, ready for a visit, and see now if we actually have some room. Okay, we can get Cisco here against TCU, who we're actually kind of in a battle for. So let's go to Pro Potential with him. And as far as scheduling a visit, we can do... Actually, you know what? Let's not... Quintana, this 4-star receiver. Let's get him here against TCU as well. Let's go Athletic Facilities with him. And we don't have any... And we can't schedule any more visits. So we're out on that. Let me go by position again. Okay, so Cisco... We're starting to climb the ladder a little bit. We're jumping up on TCU. Dearth, we got a good chance of landing. Trent Jones... Haven't done much on him. Let's offer him a scholarship. We have not offered a scholarship to a free safety at all yet. Let's go ahead and do that. And, Wolf, let's go ahead and do the same thing with you. Let's go ahead and offer you a scholarship. And let's spend some points on you, sir. Corners. Wilcox. Probably got a chance. Mangan. Do that. Caesar, I'm not going to offer him a scholarship, but I am going to scout him. We can do 5 more points. All right, so let's just do that. Okay. All right. Cincinnati is on deck. We're ranked 17th in the country. They are 7-2. We have them, and we have how many more games left after them? Got 3 games left in the season. After that, I think what I may do is play maybe I think I might simulate the Cincinnati and Colorado games just to see how far we can go without me at the controls, and then play the UCF game. Because we have clinch bowl eligibility at being 6-2 right now. U has committed, so we got the other one, and Peter Bryant, middle linebacker, he has committed. We did lose out on some guys, but got some positions filled in terms of recruiting, and we did lose to drop in the polls. How bad did we lose to Cincinnati? Cincinnati, we lost by 6 points. So the games that we've lost, we haven't lost by a lot. We haven't been blown out in any game. So, that's actually our largest loss of the season at 6, only because this one was only 5, this one was only 1. So we got Colorado next. They have the same record as us, I think. Yeah, they do. As far as the Big 12 Conference, we don't have a chance of getting to the championship game, unfortunately. But because we're 3-3, there's a bunch of teams that are 5-1 or 5-2. Houston, Cincinnati, and Colorado. Kansas State also only has 2 losses. These guys only have 2 losses. These guys have one more win than us in Arizona State and Baylor. So maybe we can kind of climb up a little bit if we can win some final games at the end of the season. We still have a chance to actually go 9-3 if we win out, but that's a tall order given the opponents left on our schedule. So Quintana, unfortunately, committed to TCU. We lost out on him. Guard, center. Defensive ends, we've got some of those. We lost out on this outside linebacker. So let's go in on gun, and we can get this guy. You know what? Let's not waste a visit just yet on a 2-star linebacker. Let's go to Silverman. We haven't offered him a scholarship, have we? Actually, did we offer him a scholarship? Yeah, we did. Okay, so we did. But we haven't done a lot of recruiting on him. Let's go ahead and do that. Middle linebacker, we got Bryant. So Mangan, Wilcox, and Caesar are number 1. So we do have still a pretty good chance of landing these guys. Free safety, Jones. Let's go ahead and get him here against TCU if we can. Program tradition, let's do that with him. And this Wolf guy, don't do anything with him. Strong safety, Cisco, Dearth. Probably gonna have a good chance to win both these guys. What about this punter, Ofer? We haven't actually done a lot of him. 15 points. Let's go ahead and use that. Okay. Actually, let's add some guys to the board. Okay, so what positions are we lacking in as far as I think now I might start to go 2 in every position just to make sure. All right, let's go guard, tackle, middle linebacker. All right. You guys added to the board. Six and 3, Colorado, going on the road. Did we get the win? We'll see. All right. Mangan, corner committed. So did Wilcox. So we got the corners. And Silverman, the right outside linebacker, 2-star from Katy, Texas. He has committed as well. And we did lose to Colorado, unfortunately. So the best we can do at the end of the season is 8-4. We do play UCF, who's 5-5, and we got TCU on deck. So I'm going to go ahead and simulate the UCF game as well, and then we're going to go ahead and do that. Alvarado, that other center, he committed to SMU. Los Angeles Shigera. Cumberland is going elsewhere. Okay, so let's go to not fully scouted. Silverman already committed, so we don't need to worry about him. All right. Ready for visit. Okay, so let's see. I don't know how much room we have in terms of, like, we don't have any room for visits, and we only have one game left, too, so kind of a little bit stuck here, per se. All right, let's go back to the board. You know what? Let's try to see maybe we can add another running back. Get Battle and Swoop. All right, it's not a gym. Neither of these guys, but it's fine. Haven't done a lot with Folk. I'm going to go ahead and offer him a scholarship. Okay. UCF this week. Hopefully we can bounce back in this game. Got Dearth to commit. It's good. And now, unfortunately, though, we've dropped down to 6-5. So we were able to kind of, we've lost, our last 3 games. We lost our last one, actually, by a lot of points. So I'm going to play this game against TCU at home. It's our final game of the regular season. I don't want us to finish 6-6 again like we did last year. And it's also the battle for the saddle. So, and I haven't played a lot of games during the season, mainly because, like I said, I don't know how much longer this series will continue, but I do want to end it with a bowl game appearance and a bowl win. A decent one, hopefully. So that's what I plan to do. Folk, we're number 1 on his list now. Gunn, we lost out on. Let's go ahead and get maybe another linebacker on here. Let's go and get another outside linebacker on here, hopefully. This is a right. Let's go ahead and add them anyway. Championship contender's a deal breaker for him, and we're not exactly high up there, so might not be able to swoon him. About Jones. Jones may be close. Same thing with Wolf. Dearth is already committed. Cisco is close. Manuel. D'Amico. do anything more with Folk? Yeah, we can. Okay. Can't do too much more. We'll see. Probably going to lose out on Mariano. That other running back Swoop. Offer him a scholarship. All right, so I've got like 5 scholarships left, and I mainly want to save those for portal guys, if possible. So that's kind of the strategy right now. Could add one more guy to the list. Who's somebody that's just like top that we haven't added? Let's add another receiver. Why not? Filippo, he's 4-star though. Okay, well, let's see. We only have 4 scholarships left, and I want to save those for guys from the portal. All right, let's play this game against TCU. This is the first actual game that I've played during this particular live stream, so let's go ahead and see if we can get a win after our 3 losses in a row and end the season 7-5. So ultimately, only going to finish 1 game better in the regular season than we did last year, but hey, it matters. I didn't really look at statistics going into this final regular season game, but we're just going to wing it.
One of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls.
All right, both of us are 6-5. This is a rivalry game. Neither of us are ranked, but let's see if we can get a win against TCU and end the season on a high note. At 7-5, this is our last home game. It's senior day. Let's end it with a win.
The Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. He'll bring it back from inside his spot. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the TCU Horned Frogs offense.
TCU's won the last 2 games. See if we can snap that today.
Start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling, the temperature
First
is
play.
high. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
And they're going to go up
Yeah,
tempo.
we played in these
One of
games
those.
before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Fires to the wide.
Intercepted. Let's go. Big play right off the bat. Go, Averill, go. Averill 6. Let's go, Averill. 43-yard pick 6. That's how you start the game. Let's go.
And that is not the start this offense wanted. You're trying to come out. You're trying to create some momentum.
Perfect way to start. Defense coming through. Way to go, Averill.
Put yourself in a hole. Not good.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. He'll start the
Offense didn't need to get on the field for that.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Give to the running back. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24. The Horned Frogs racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll give it to the back.
Good tackle. There we go.
Bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Nice job, Alfonso.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? From the gun, wants to pass. Receiver
Oh, misfired. Wow, he was open too. But incompletion. 3 and out. Good job, D. Offense's first possession coming up.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. On the return, it's McNabb. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. So the Texas Tech Red Raiders offense will get the ball for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one.
Bad news. Senior day for you. Your last game at Jones.
The leaders of this football team, and generally games go win this one.
Hopefully we get kind of the running game going today. I want to take the pressure off of
These guys have to play well
our quarterback.
From the gun to give, looking for room. At midfield, he's got room.
There we go.
They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll do it himself. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes second down. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
We go, bad news. Go. Oh, house it. Come on. Don't get caught. Oh, he did get caught. If I dove, I might have had 6 there. Bad news, down to the 1. You know what? No.
Now they got a kick in the door.
All right, we'll keep the QB blasting here.
Looks as if he's going to run it.
Bad news got us down there. Our quarterback finishes it by walking into the end zone. We're up 14-0. Ilola, 6.
One more onto that lead.
It's just so nice to
Big 14-0 spot on TCU.
Make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. TCU has it back in the Horned Frogs on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent,
good wrap up.
all cylinders right out of
Don't let him get too far.
For this unit, they've been slow and struggling.
Since y'all have played a very good first quarter.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts.
I thought I had the inside position there. Thought it was another pick.
Against this defense.
It's maybe a gamble, but I'm going to overload here.
They'll try to drive ahead.
That was actually a good idea. Wow. I took a gamble there playing the run and having everybody go inside, but it worked. Another 3 and out. Let's go. Good job, D. Setting the tone early. Love it.
With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
Looking for a block.
A big nap. Ah! All right, well, he kind of got through that one hole, but couldn't go much farther. We ran the ball every play on that last drive. We're throwing this time. Mix in a little bit of... Oh, come on! First passing play, and we get sacked for minus 11 yards. Nice job, O-line. Come on. Gotta play better than that, boys.
This game ain't over. It's still the first half. This is a good start.
Spending any time on this drive.
Trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. He's looking downfield to throw.
Come on. That's that. Couldn't hold on to it.
Fingers incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And the Red Raiders.
All right. Well, first punt of the day.
3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line.
Just keep playing our game defense. Be fine.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive.
Oh, he threw it away. Could have had a first down there if he made that linebacker miss. Ramey, in his name? That's the QB. Looking like a fake Andy Dalton. Just because he wears 14. It's the only reason why.
Leaves it with the back.
Oh, man, the running back juked our linebacker out of his sneakers. I don't know why I always say sneakers. They're cleats, but still. I mean, I don't know. Sneakers, cleats, just... It's funny. Or you could just say, oh, he juked him out of his shoes.
Well, we talked to both
I don't know. It's just funnier to say a different word for shoes.
What happened the last time these two teams played, so expect
another pick. Let's go. Who was that? Fernandez. Let's go, boy. Another turnover. Good job, D.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Creating some space, getting
it's been a long quarter. Long first quarter.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
It's in the run on this drive.
Just this side of midfield, the defense
throw
trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. They'll try to get it through the air.
Finally, we get our first completion.
He's got enough to move
we go.
the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Passing game hasn't woken up yet, but the run game has, and also our defense is alive and well with the pick 6 early.
They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats.
All right, very solid first quarter.
Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Running back searching for a
oh man, it's probably a hold.
Down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Yeah. Ugh. Can't be doing that today, guys. Come on, Myers.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding
focused
penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line gets set, first down. Here's the snap, ready to
the guy over the middle that I wanted to go to was covered, so I was looking for another way, looking for another out.
This defense had some matchups they felt really
good sacked, I think, 3-4 times in this game already.
To the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a
Had to go to bad news too late there in the flat.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a going deep.
Now it's basically a punt.
And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Are they at the 9?
The field position is awful, but opportunity to pile up a lot of stats because there are a lot of yards in front of them.
Okay, good stuff.
Room to operate as he rumbles ahead for 6 out to the 15-yard line. And the Horned Frogs will hustle to the line.
Good job. Way to read it, 96. Let's go.
Sacked at the 12. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle.
Another one. Let's go. Another pick. Are you going to house this one too? Almost had a chance there. Who was that? 48. We've picked off this quarterback 3 times in this half. Let's go. Bad news. Bad news. Powers it in for a touchdown. Let's go.
When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback.
All right, 21-0. Starting to look like the first 2 weeks of the season.
Just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy,
and you know, some of and the games that we've lost, most of them have been to opponents that were ranked, so and much higher than us. So I'm not complaining too much. And we've been ranked at times this season. We're finishing 7-5. Probably not going to be ranked, but still. Hopefully a decent bowl game, maybe the Texas Bowl or something like that. Is what we've got working for us.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you've got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties.
33.
No more turnovers.
They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. Motion from the
make another stop, defense.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. They're trying to get to it.
Good job. Let's go. More pressure on the QB. Incomplete.
It's incomplete and 4th down's cut. The Horned Frogs line up to punt it away. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. He'll call for
Had to fair catch that one. That's fine. Almost at midfield to start the drive. All right, I want this passing game to get going. Alola, he needs some confidence throws. All right, McGelly, way to haul that one in for 40 minutes.
And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few. Here comes the offense on
this defense and coverage actually has been pretty good that TCU's been running. We really haven't been able to find those passing lanes. Till now, Lloyd makes the catch. Couldn't quite juke out that other guy, but that's got to be our longest completion of the day. There we go.
Wants to throw on 1st down.
There you go.
Just making
Follow.
a play, getting it
First
to the
down.
23-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback on the kick.
Oh, there we go. Loa dives. Touchdown. Let's go. Second rushing touchdown for the QB today. Let's go.
Well, they go back to the option play now. This is the second
Look like Marcus Mariota out there, rocking that number 8.
Yeah, and as a defense, you got to understand when you're playing the option, it's responsibility.
I haven't really done a lot of running with Alola in the beginning part of the season, but he's been able to run the football pretty well as the QB, doing the read option stuff. I mean, he's got 2 rushing touchdowns on the day. He's got more rushing yards than passing yards. We're up 28 to nothing.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense.
On the verge of putting this one away early.
We had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
Sack! Let's go, Alfonso. This QB's got nowhere to hide.
That first down was rather unproductive. Let's see what they've got on second down from the 16. He's looking to throw. Got it set
Going
up
with
on
the
the
screen.
outside.
Okay, that was it got them back to basically. They're not going with the hurry-up stuff right now because they need to check and see what's working. Because we've had answers in the beginning. We picked off this quarterback 3 times already. We got and make it number 4, and it's Averill again. Wow, 2 picks on the day. Our defense is playing lights-out football right now.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half.
Here we go. McGelly, great catch.
Sweet play, good pick up, and they'll move the
All right, 2-minute timeout.
As we reach the 2-minute warning.
All right, we'll try the screen pass here.
This thing from getting out of hand.
If we get enough time, we can get this off.
Trying to get to it.
Come on, bad news. There we go. Screen work there. Almost worked extremely well. All right, let's go a little bit of no huddle here. Go to inside zone.
This offense
See if we can run it in.
up and down the field, and here they are, first and goal, a chance to tack on another one.
Let's slow it down just.
He pushes his way.
So we're gonna hit this under route.
As they get closer and closer.
Boyd,
We'll see if the offense can punch it
get
in
open,
on
man.
second and goal.
Boyd, fight!
Defense settled in.
Couldn't quite fight his way in.
For a short gain.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check
Let's go
it
to
down
the
to
QB blast
drag
down here. So why
running
not?
underneath.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling.
We're taking
for
my
3,
little
but
bit of
it is
time
third
here.
and goal.
Let's run it in.
Quarterback will keep it.
Be smart. There we go. 3rd rushing touchdown of the day for Lola, our QB. Beautiful.
What a day. His 3rd rushing touchdown. And when you got your college fantasy
35 to nothing. This game is just about wrapped up already in the first half. This is the best we've looked since opening day. We won 52 to nothing. Everything we've run has been working.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
Well, if we win as well as we do, even at 7-5, maybe there'll be. I don't know. I don't think we'll be ranked. Maybe. Better bowl game chance, maybe. And another sack. Let's go. Yeah, they're not going quick here. They don't have time to do anything.
Gonna take a shot.
Oh, man. Well, so much for the shutout. Into the half, we allow a bomb for 6. Nah, that was bad. First mistake our defense made all day. Alright, well, it's halftime.
Play good in the second half. Who knows what will happen?
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game.
It's the only bad play we let up so far.
2 quarters of both sides feeling each other out. and it's likely to come down to which offense can find a way to generate some big plays. Adjustments will be a part of it. Maybe it's time these typically conservative play callers open up the playbook. Nothing crazy, but a calculated risk here and there to try to gain an edge in what's been a stalemate. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
And the Horned Frogs will boot it away to start the second half.
I'm going to let that go.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play.
Out route. There we go. Bad news. Good catch.
You guys offensively.
Running toward the tape.
There we go.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49.
Dang it.
Fires and picked off.
Got too greedy that time.
Takes it the other way. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, that's the second pick thrown by Iola today. He's got no touchdown passes, but he's got 3 rushing touchdowns.
Look at the defense. Ready for that ball to come out of the quarterback's hand. Nice job breaking on the football.
All right,
and
well,
going and making the interception.
maybe the defense can make another play for us. Make them stop.
No pickup at all on that play. He's got it on the right. And an absolute
good sure tackle there.
fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Ball at the 31, third and short, coming defense trying to rise up. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide open
Low pass, but
downfield.
he's got it.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Horned Frogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Makes his
Oh, wow.
connection. He
Next
is
time we
far
lost.
behind
I was
the
worried he was
line.
actually going to be able to turn upfield. If he was a little bit quicker, he might have been gone.
Credit on that one.
'Cause all he needed was to get to the outside because there was a block thrown there. He would have had green grass in front of him. Oh, almost another pick. No, still. Flesh is better than nothing. 3rd and 11.
Great job by the defender getting in there,
Need to stop here.
dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to.
Throws toward the end zone.
Another pick.
And here's the 5th interception. by
Interception
the
number 5.
Well, the defense
Good job, Scales.
They needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that one.
Center didn't get the block that time.
Into the pile, maybe got
72
one.
yards on the ground for bad news so far. He's got 1
Didn't
touchdown.
get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25.
Oh, Lloyd.
From the gun, wants to pass.
Lloyd, come on. Hold on to the ball, dude.
Tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Red
Passing
Raiders
game has
will try
not
to
been
pin
on
them
point
back
at
with the
all
punt.
today.
This will be the 2nd time they've had
Concerning
to
going
kick
into our
away.
bowl game, whoever we have to play might be an air it out squad, so
47-yard line. TCU has it back in
make
the
sure our
Horned
passing
Frogs
game's
go on
tuned.
offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the.
Dang it.
Flying out to the left.
Got burned again.
Touchdown,
Well, now they're starting to throw the ball
And
deeper
once
on
he
us. We're
got
starting to
away
hit
from
those
it,
balls.
he had no shot at catching it.
Starting to hit those now. So,
Great example of how a second.
all right. Well, they're cutting into this deficit.
No doubt. First half, it looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
35, TCU.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last
get
drive. So
something
they got to
going.
take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw.
Oh, come on!
Again, his night vision hasn't been on par. Touchdown!
That is
TCU.
just...
How about that D coming up with a play like that?
Really nice drive by this offense. This is a top 10 defense. This is
Really, game? You're going to put a man right there in front of my face?
Plays against this defense. You got to absolutely take advantage,
Wow.
create some momentum for
Now
your
we're only at
squad.
14.
Nice drive by this offense.
Blink of an eye.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake.
Anything
Obviously,
going.
the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind
It's
you.
the third
Jesse,
pick
I'm sure
he's
you
thrown
know a
today.
thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Red Raiders will send out the punt unit.
It's up to you, defense, to finish this as best as y'all can.
Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. He was working his way on the return toward midfield.
Stop giving up big plays like we've done recently.
On the ground, it's Morin.
See, when they've gone to the run, they get kind of conservative. They're not really. The only thing is, now they're starting to do the spread no huddle because they're starting to get some confidence in what they're running. It's going to be more difficult to counteract.
Power football with the run. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the 1st down. Offense lining up quickly. Hand off from the shotgun. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34. Reads it, fires complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. The give to the back. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24. After the productive 1st down play at 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Gets it out fast. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
Another pick. That was big. Is that Averill again? It is. 3 picks for Averill. He'll win Big 12 Player of the Week. What a way to end the 3rd quarter, which was absolutely awful for our part. We basically let TCU back into this game. Up 2 touchdowns, I mean, it's good, but I'm stumped a little bit. Like, you know, what I have to do. What do I have to do? Move this ball.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
What is our center doing? Like, put your hands on the man and block him. 54.
Handoff from the gun. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Really? There was 2 guys there.
You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation.
And not one of them decided to catch the ball.
Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit.
Our offense has been dormant since half.
Back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense.
I think this quarterback has thrown 6 interceptions today, and they could still find a way realistically to pull out the win because of our mistakes and our inept offense in the entire second half. That was a good stop on defense, though. Our defense, you guys are not to blame. You know, they've gone down the field, you know, in the second half more. That's because you guys have been on the field longer than the offense. You guys are getting tired. So, I'm not blaming you guys for us struggling in the second half. Y'all have done the best that you can. But our offense, have some blame. Wow, he dropped the ball. Wow, can't believe that. Well, it is 4-down territory. Not surprised at all. Not surprised one bit.
Down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the
fires deep toward the end zone.
Got it.
Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And
one touchdown back. Of course, they're going to go for 2.
Almost all the way back. Well, if the momentum hadn't shifted before, it certainly has now.
It has, and now you got some game pressure.
That's not holding? Okay, please throw the flag on them. Please throw the flag on them. Thank you. That was definitely a hold on the outside.
They could lose this ball game.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay.
All right, so they're going to have a tougher time converting this 2-point conversion.
Coming. One running back in the backfield, and he has it.
All right, short. They don't get the 2. Probably go onside here. I'm going to run the bait. Okay, they're actually kicking it deep. All right, it's fine. Let it go in the end zone. Okay. I put the onside squad out there on the chance that they would try it. I mean, it's only a one-possession game. Okay, offense, we have to move this ball.
Wide out in motion. They go to the ground.
Last several drives have been nothing. We already started with a 1-yard lead.
To the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down and 2nd and 9.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his...
Thank you, McNabb. That's like our first completion in over a quarter and a half.
Right here to make sure
Holy Christmas.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10.
We got some decent blocking on that drive, on that run.
Before the defense is able to stop him. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
Are you kidding me, Bad News? Are you kidding me? Oh my God, man!
Dude, let's go. I mean, this game was basically over, right? We just forced a huge play. Great job by the defense, giving their offense a chance now. Man, it looked like it was over. Now we got a chance. Offense, go down the field, stick this thing in the end zone. We can win this ball game still.
He's knocked down in the backfield.
Is this considered cheese? Like,
knocked back to open this drive at 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw.
okay, great, good job.
This is some physical pass defense. Let's see what they find in the
3rd and 12 already.
From the 43.
Defense, come on. I'm sorry that the offense is letting y'all down. Why would you run it?
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
They're punting?
And the Horned Frogs
What the heck?
punt it away.
I don't know what they're doing.
Not much choice, but
Run it on 3rd and 12. Punt it.
With that high
fair catch.
He will signal for the fair catch.
Yeah, that was really weird.
Inside the 35.
I guess they feel like because our offense... See, that's the thing, offense. They don't respect you so much that they would rather run the ball on 3rd down
And I think you got to look at the positive.
and punt it on 4th down when they're down by 8 points just because they don't respect you. I don't know why I called a passing play there. We're running this football.
They're the better unit on the field right now. They just got to make
Bad news. Senior day, you got to finish this thing off. I know you fumbled earlier, but that's not a reflection of you. 123 yards, 1 touchdown. All right, they're going to start burning their timeouts now. We just have to hold on to the freaking ball.
Can keep time on their side. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock.
They're stacking the box now. Like, I want to throw it, but
Quick timeout called by the defense.
Shiloh can't complete a damn pass. I feel like he's only completed like maybe 3 or 4 total passes this whole game. That's like 1970s bad.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Okay, so here's the deal. I'm going to throw it, but I'm throwing it short of the sticks so we don't go out of bounds.
From the gun, wants to pass. fires to the tight end. Timeout called there by the defense.
Where are we? Like, we're not in field goal.
And save as much time as possible.
This is one of those unique situations in a game.
Kick a
as a head
47-yard.
coach, you're trying to feel the momentum, and what's your confidence in your quarterback? Because
He's
you've
gonna
got
miss it.
fourth, you're in field goal range, but
He got it. Wow, our kicker made a big-time field goal. That's big. All right, that makes it a two-possession game.
After the last drive ended with a field goal.
Wow, that was a big kick.
Out there to send it
47
away.
yards in college is nothing to sneeze at. Now it's an 11-point game. Those are our first points
And it'll
since
come out to the
halftime.
25, no attempt at a return. TCU
At least
has
bad
it back
news
and
got
the
us
Horned
down.
Frogs go on offense. Last time,
This has been
David, it
crazy.
was 1-2
I've never like almost blown a game like this before. And we get burned again on another deep pass. Freaking Christ.
Touchdown, TCU.
I should not have usered the guy. He might have covered it better if I wasn't controlling him. I know that's a weird thing to say, but it's true sometimes when it comes to playing defense in this game. Of course, they're going for two. And this time they didn't get it.
We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stop?
Oh,
Now,
shoot.
the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Onside kick, we got it. Go down. Just go down.
Team gets the job done.
They have no timeouts left, I think.
And the offense
To give Bad News the respect, we're going to run it.
A running back has it. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
We still need to move this ball and burn the rest of this clock. It's only a 5-point game. So despite all of the struggles we've had on offense, really starting at halftime, looks like we're going to hold on to this one. But, oh my goodness, we almost blew this game. Started with that long pass at the end of the half to get TCU on the board. They proceed to outscore us like the whole rest of the game. We're going to take a look at some stats here.
Look at that clock continue to tick.
I'm not happy with this. I'm not. Ilola, our quarterback,
Each side hates every
could not complete a pass in the second half to save his life. But then again, the coverage was good for TCU. I'll give them credit. But this was an ugly win in the second half, despite the fact that we scored 38 points. Player of the game is Titus April. We had 6 interceptions. Their quarterback threw 6 interceptions in this game, and they still had a chance to come back and win it. We're going to go through some crazy statistics to show how high this game was. Sorry, this game was on drugs. I don't know what type of drugs, but it was on something. So we're going to take a look at some stats here. Okay, first of all, I want to show you the stat line for our quarterback, Ilola. Look at this. He had a 66.6. Okay, that is a bad omen. 666 right there. That should tell you all you need to know. Okay, he went 10 of 20, 111 yards. I'm really surprised he actually threw for that many yards. And he completed 50% of his passes. He threw 3 interceptions. The running game with Bad News with 127 yards was really the only thing on offense that kept us going. Our quarterback, Ilola, had a better day running the ball than he did throwing it. He had 3 rushing touchdowns on 7 carries, 11 total yards. Receiving-wise, our top receiver was our running back, Bad News, and he only had 2 catches. We only completed 10 passes in this game. 10 passes! Our leading wide receiver was McNabb with 17. Now, defensively, look, we had 3 interceptions from Averill, we had 1 from Fernandez, and we had another one from Scales. We had 6. Did we have 6 interceptions? No, we had 6. I forgot about you, Dunbar. I'm sorry, man. There were so many picks in this game that was unreal. But look at the stats for TCU's quarterback. Okay? Their quarterback, George Ramey, 344 yards, 4 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. And that, all came in the second half. And he threw 6 interceptions, and they still almost won the game. Ugh. That is crazy. But in the end, we win on senior day in ugly fashion in the second half. The last half of football at home at the Jones this season was some of the weirdest stuff that those fans will ever see in the Joey McGuire era. But we're able to land a bunch of recruits, including Trent Jones, and we got Caesar. So we landed 4 guys, and it looks like we didn't lose out on anybody, so that's good. So we're going to finish the regular season 7-5. Titus Averill, no surprise, Big 12 Defensive Player of the Week, 3 interceptions, and 1 went for a touchdown, 5 tackles. Did he win National Defensive Player of the Week? Yes, he did. Titus Averill making the most of his chance. All right, so now we get a chance to see who we play in the bowl game. Let's check out the coach skill tree here. Can't really do too much here, it looks like, so it is what it is. All right, let's get back to recruiting. I want to see, did we lose out on anybody? I don't think we've lost out on anybody. We still have some guys on here that have not committed yet, but I don't really want to give out any more scholarships because of the fact, just simply that I want to save some of them for the transfer portal. But the guys that we do have on the board, I'm going to go ahead and do our homework with them. Galipo we might be late to the party with as far as his recruitment, but we'll see what we can do. Mariano. Yeah, this guy, let's go ahead and offer him a scholarship. We're destined to lose out on some of these guys, so. Well, we do have some skill points left to spend. But we really can't do anything else with anybody else. So we're just going to go ahead and finish up our recruiting for that. Let's go ahead and simulate to next week. This will probably be where we figure out who we're playing in the bowl game. Kevin Wolf, another free safety from Houston, Texas, he's committed. And Jamie Manuel, right outside linebacker, has committed as well. All right, so we're still in the bye week. 5-star Jim QB, nice. Tim Mayfield, hey, what's up? How you doing? Yeah, and we got a contract extended. It's great. Go ahead and sign it. New job begins following the national championship game. Okay, so that's when the new contract begins, after the season's over, pretty much. Managed staff. Contract has been extended. We signed it already. Yeah, okay, so we did. We don't have to worry about that. Let's go ahead and simulate to next week. This is probably where we're going to determine who we're playing in the bowl game. It's conference championship week. Andreas D'Amico, a right outside linebacker, 2-star from Waco, has committed. So we got another linebacker to commit, which is great. And the 2031 Heisman Trophy winner is Miles Kalambayi. Kalambayi? I don't know how to pronounce his name. Okay, he's a senior quarterback from Georgia with over 4,000 yards, 42 touchdowns, and only 10 interceptions. He is the Heisman Trophy winner. So now we have job offers that we can just look at. I'm just going to look at it for curiosity. So it looks like we do have some head coaching offers for Oklahoma and Ohio State, and we got some coordinator offers, but Joey McGuire's not going anywhere. So Not looking at that. Early National Signing Day. These are the guys that we have. By the way, Tim, were you referring to either of these guys, Walls or Addison, as far as five-star quarterbacks that we've landed? Because this is the first year in our Texas Tech Dynasty that we've managed to land five-star QBs. We haven't landed any five-star quarterbacks yet. So these are all the guys who are going to be signing. Well, Battle and Swope haven't committed yet, so they may still be deciding, as well as Galipo. But we are still number one on his list. Surprisingly, we're actually starting to pull ahead a little bit. I thought we were a little bit late. Martino, maybe, but everybody else looks like they're good. I don't think there's any position that we didn't get anybody at. Castellanos had a deal breaker, but it looks like that we got a chance to sign him. He was a little bit on the fence, but he's a three-star guy. Bryant's a three-star guy as well. Got 3 corners, got 2 free safeties committed and signed, kicker and a punter. So we've taken care of all of our positions that we needed to worry about. I would like another running back. Battle and Swoop, hopefully along with Iosifa, hopefully they commit, and we can land both of those guys. Let me check out staff moves. I don't think we have anybody leaving from our place, from us. Do we? Let me check offensive coordinators. No. Defensive coordinators, no. We didn't fire anybody anyway, so yeah, we have had to sign some new coaches over the years. So I guess we won't know our bowl week until this one, because we're in the bowl season week 1 of 4 now. So let's see if we know our opponent. Dalton Folk, 2-star defensive tackle, has committed. We also got Battle to commit. So we got a running back and a defensive tackle to commit. And we still do not know our bowl game yet. Hold on a second. I got to check something. Bowl matchups? Did we? Oh, it's projections. Okay. Wait a second. Are we not going to make a bowl game, even though we finished 7-5? I gotta. So, despite the fact we finished 7-5, we're not going to be able to go to a bowl game. There's too many teams that are ahead of us. Wow, we finished 7-5, and we don't get a bowl invite, despite the fact we finished 7-5. Wow, that's never happened in this dynasty. Well, I thought that there may be a chance this was the last video, but you know what? We're going to come back next season and do another season of this. I know that the new game comes out on the 10th, but I'm going to come back and do one more season of this dynasty. We're not going to a bowl game this year. Can't believe that. But we got a good recruiting class. We got 2 5-star quarterbacks coming to town. So hopefully that'll help. We got Marvin Swoop to commit. So we got a pretty damn good recruiting class coming up here. So that's pretty good. So let's go ahead and simulate through the rest of the season. Gosh, can't believe that. There were just too many teams that were like 6-6, 7-5s in the Big 12. So let's go ahead and take a look at the college football playoffs and just see kind of what happened. Let's go ahead and take a look at the bracket. Let's see if any Big 12 teams are in here. So here's what happened. USC defeated North Carolina, and then Florida defeated Ole Miss. Michigan State defeated Penn State. We had Texas A&M beating Kentucky, and it looks like that. I say that Colorado was in from the Big 12 was in this, but other than that, no Big 12 team was in the college football playoff. USC beat Western Kentucky. We had Florida beat Wisconsin, and Michigan State lost to Colorado. And then we had Georgia beat Texas A&M. USC defeated Florida, and then Colorado defeated Georgia. So the national champions between number 3 Colorado and number 3 Colorado and number 5 USC. So it looks like we do have a Big 12 team in the national championship game. I know we lost to Colorado when we played them. So, yeah. I'm going to take a look at some bowl matchups here. So as far as other Big 12 teams. Who else? Who else? No, I'm not going to take a look at the rest of the Big 12. I'm just going to get through the season. So Martino, the right guard, 4-star, does commit, and we also got Castellanos, the middle linebackers, a 3-star to commit as well. So we were able to land those guys when it was looking a little bit bleak for a second, but we got them. And the winner of the national championship is Colorado, 51-37 over USC. The final top 25 as follows. As far as Big 12 teams, of course, Colorado's number 1. They won the whole thing. Other Big 12 teams in the top 25. Cincinnati, number 14. And that is it. So it looks like a lot of Big 12 teams also finished like 8-4, 7-5. And we just finished as the lowest 7-5 team because we did lose 3 games at the back half of the season. So it's unfortunate that we go 7-5, but we don't qualify for a bowl game due to too many teams that were like 6-6 and 7-5, which is very unfortunate. It has happened in the history of college football, but I didn't want it to happen with my team. But here we are. All right. Well, so I'm actually going to wrap up this before we go really into the offseason. I am going to take a look at players who are leaving. One of them, of course, is going to be bad news, but I'm going to be back later tonight with a live stream of the offseason and really start to build up this team going into next season. And then next week, and then maybe tomorrow, I might start the 2032 season. And keep in mind that on the 10th is when the new game comes out. It's going to be probably next weekend on Monday and Tuesday. I'll try to get through the last season, the real last off season. I can't finish this dynasty this season with a 7-5 record and a non-bowl appearance. That's not the way that I want to finish this out. Not at all. Going into EA Sports College Ball 26. So let's take a look at players leaving, because I do want to see who is leaving. So Alfonso is projected to go in the second round of the draft. Madu is projected to go in round 2. What about bad news? Is he not projected? Oh, he's expected to go in round 2. Okay. Oh yeah, we can convince these guys to come back. Alfonso, persuade, reason for leaving pro draft. Persuade. He's decided to stay. Great. Staying. What about Madu? He's not been persuaded. So we're going to lose Madu, a junior, 89 overall. He's projected to go in the second round of the NFL draft, only as a junior. I think he might have been a portal guy. But Alfonso is a sophomore. He's trying to have a fantastic season. He's going to come back. Guys that we are losing, Millie and Bad News are projected to go in the NFL draft. Bad News in round 3, Millie in round 2, our right guard, our best offensive lineman. Then again, Zolman was good. Espinoza, he's leaving. We're losing Major, who was great. Volk, we're losing him as well. Coronado, who didn't really play very much. Scioli, our backup running back, who didn't play very much, he's leaving. So is Dunbar, who had some moments. He had an interception in the TCU game. McDonald, he's also leaving. He had a couple of moments, too. De Silva, good left tackle, he's leaving. Comoro, free safety. He made a few plays throughout his time here. And Handy, Doug, he's also leaving as well. But, bad news. But we got some running backs that we got in the previous recruiting class who are going to be stepping up for next season. So the running back room, I think, is going to be fine. I'm really interested to see what the ratings of those 5-star quarterbacks are going to be coming back, because I'm going to be very interested in that. So transfer portal and off-season recruiting. We do have guys in the portal here, but we'll get into this in the second video in the off-season. I'll do that video later tonight. So for now, I'm going to wrap it up, but I will be back tonight with the 2000 and basic with the off-season video going into the year 2032, and we'll start to kind of go through the recruiting and really take a look at this roster. That'll probably be a short live stream tonight. I don't think I'll do any gameplay in that, and we'll get the off-season going. But thank y'all for tuning in, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.